All right. All right, guys. Welcome to Tales of Terva, our one guest, probably. All right. So, where we last left off, our. Wait, no. 1 second. I just need a little bit more dramatic music, real quick. So sorry. Before we get straight into it. Mm, Anyway. Okay. So, where we last left off, our party had just finished the contract um, taken to hunt down the cult hiding in the mountains of the Carebanner Peninsula. Um, Going in the mountains, stopping them, and now on your way back to Ross, you guys hit the local tavern slash inn and run into a few um, Vikings that come from the Bjorndaughter tribe up north in Norskia. So you guys kind of you guys talk and drink and kind of bond a bit. Bobag reveals to some people, some of the players, that his family has been taken captive in Altvera. Lasted, he had seen the you guys drank and called it a night after a long adventure. And in the night, Azora was visited by her angelic patron Talantes, and after a odd encounter, woke up in the middle of the night to some rustling in the dark, but nothing there. And as you're sitting there in your room, um, panting, and a light sweat on your forehead, you're looking around the room, and there's just nothing around. No movement, just empty. But you notice the light spell that you had cast on the end of your bed frame starts just kind of flickering, but nothing of nothing of note.
Yeah, definitely weird, but not gonna bother the others because after all, it could just be in my head. So just gonna kind of try my best to go back to sleep, but probably just lay there watching.
And as you lay there, it's definitely very restless and hard to actually get to sleep. But we'll also we'll cut to Ragnar, who is passed out drunk on the rooftop of this inn, and but you also and wake up kind of with a start, but it's not anything like a dream. But you hear the sounds of combat and like just a struggle and just random, scuffling kind of off in the distance, and just enough to catch your attention and wake you up out of your sleep. But it's probably a good few 100 feet off if you want to do anything about
Um,
waking up to.
this is me, right?
Yes, yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. How did I end up on the roof?
You climbed up and at your, I guess, drunkenness to admire the stars, and then didn't come back down, and you fell asleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
That was your last note before we ended that session. Was you climb up on the roof to look at the stars and pass out drunk.
Cool. Uh, all right. So, where's the combat coming from? Like compared to me?
Yeah, so I don't know if you see, but you're up here,
Okay.
and you're kind of like, I assumed you essentially had climbed out your window, went up and you know climbed up from there, so, laying on
Yeah.
the roof, and it is kind of coming off to the side, like right over here, but probably a good 500-600 feet off. it's kind of hard to see, obscured by some trees.
Oh,
If you want to make a perception check, you can try to like actually like really focus in on it, or anything you want to do.
yes, I'm going to do that. Dice, dice, dice. Cool. Oh,
Nice.
I'm still drunk.
Yeah, waking up uh, to these noises, your head is pounding, and it is just hard to really focus. And it's just it kind of seems like it's coming. I mean, it's enough that you can kind of generally pick up where it's coming from, but you're having a hard time right now.
So do I still have like my? Did I happen to bring my cup up with me? Do I have any alcohol near me?
We will. No, as you're looking around like, oh, where's my drink? You look kind of over the edge, and it's down in the grass, just laying there, like a good 10 feet down.
All right, I'm just gonna sigh heavily and crawl to the edge, over like
To climb back down.
no, to where the sounds are coming from, like over here.
Oh, real quick, can you control this? I just realized. I don't know if you guys have.
Oh crap!
Okay, yeah, I think you guys can control your minis. Let me know if you can't, but they're your little tokens.
I think I shouldn't have used that thing. Crap. Ah.
It is gone.
Oh, good. Okay, cool.
Easy peasy.
There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't really particularly want to be seen while I'm crawling.
Okay, are you like wanting to climb back, like all the way down to the ground, or like back in through the window? What are you wanting to do?
Oh no, I'm
Oh,
staying
just
on the roof. Just crawling right across the roof.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's no problem.
I want to look
Go
out
ahead and
from
give
the
me a
edge.
general stealth check.
Okay.
Keep bumping this damn thing.
Really?
Oof.
Oh boy,
Good rolls tonight.
you've been
Yeah.
drinking, bud.
Well, I did pass out on a roof.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you're kind of like trying to kind of crouch, but almost army crawl, and it's just kind of an awkward transition moving along. But regardless, you make your way down there and looking around, just trying to get a better perspective. It's still kind of hard to see anything. You just see a little, trees in the distance. Hold on one second. This is a rough envisionment, but still, you guys are right down here in this tavern. So you guys are kind of where you would be is on this roof right up top in this corner. So it's like kind of on the edge of town. There's like a few farms in the distance, but there's kind of just a cluster of trees off to the side. So from your perspective, you're not really seeing anything. But as you're kind of looking around, you notice the sounds die down fairly quickly. We're talking maybe over the course of 30 seconds, maybe since you woke up and you heard this and darted down to the other end. It's starting to kind of quiet.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna sit on the top of the roof and smoke my pipe. And just kind of wait and see if anything happens.
Right. Oh, oops. I guess I should join you guys.
Drink from my water skin.
Since the damn cup's down there. Yeah, and so you're just waiting, kind of keeping an eye out, and after a few minutes, you actually do finally see a figure kind of making their way through this light wooded area, and it's a cloaked figure, hood up, and it seems to be kind of a smaller or figure just kind of being dragged behind them, making their way towards the tavern. I don't know how I can avoid saying making their way. Like, this critical role scarred me. Like,
I don't
anyway,
know why.
Yeah, this figure's coming.
So they're coming towards me?
Towards you. Towards the tavern, into town.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit there and wait for them, but I'm going to, like, keep noticeably lighting my pipe so that they can see someone is sitting up on the roof.
Okay. And so, as you're waiting, eventually you do see this figure. Has a similar silhouette of your quest giver, Will. Making his way.
As soon as I see that it's Will, I want to cast Thunderstep and teleport right next to him. Oh shit! No, I don't. Never mind.
Okay.
Damn.
I want to teleport.
Spicy.
I want to teleport just outside of the range that would hurt him.
He didn't take his hand off the chest piece, so it's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. So you're doing what to get to him again?
Thunderstep.
Oh, you are doing Thunderstep.
Yep. I'm just outside of the range of, like, what would hurt him.
Does
Sure, like right in
Thunderstep
front of him.
make noise?
A lot of
Oh,
noise.
fuck yeah.
Yes, very
Thank
much.
God. Thank God.
And
Let's
he's
go.
on the roof.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
You guys are gonna wake up.
For the fun of it, Bauer and Bobak, give me a Constitution saving throw. Let's see if you do wake up.
Constitution? Is that what? Are you sure it wouldn't be perception to see if we notice the sound?
No, because this is to see if you can get out of your drunken stupor.
Psh. Duh.
Duh.
I'm a massive bovine figure.
Oh yeah. You guys,
Let's fucking go, boy.
Y'all are used to drinking, and at this, I mean, it is not a quiet sound by any means. As he bamps from his current location, it's just a huge, loud sound wave emits from there, and all three of you jolt up. Azora, you were already not even asleep yet, so you are wide awake at this. And yeah, Ragnar, you explode loudly right in front of him without harming him.
Trey, is this a window right here? Just so for my
Yes, it's a
own
window.
clarification. Cool.
Mhm. Yeah, so you could see from your perspective. Actually, if you wanted, you could actually see out. It'd be a little hard to tell where the sound's coming from, but you can look out.
I'm gonna run
Hey, can
here.
we like see them out there?
Totally. Make a perception check. See how much you can discern. They're still a little ways off. Ragnar, what's Thunderstep's distance? For you know?
It's
90 feet, I think.
Yeah, it's 90 feet.
So you wait like a second until he gets up there.
He doesn't see.
Just within range.
Bobak doesn't see.
I mean, you see some figures out there, but you don't know what's going on. Bauer, it's enough that you can definitely make out Ragnar's form in some kind of cloaked figure off in the distance. It takes a second. You're like, what the fuck's going on? I think that's Ragnar. You know. But yeah, you piece it together.
Hey, Bovine.
Zora, what are you doing?
What?
Sorry, go ahead. Do you think?
RP, please. Bovine, I think that's Ragnar there.
What?
Ragnar's
I
outside.
can't see shit.
I'm
what the
just.
fuck's he doing outside?
I don't know. He's with somebody. I'm going out the window.
You're jumping out the window?
Yeah.
Is the window large enough for Bovag to follow suit, or is it too small?
It's a little too small for you. Bovag's pretty
I
big
guess I'll-
form to fit through there.
I guess I'll take the stairs.
What would you like me to roll?
Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, whoops.
How's
Stick the
athletics?
landing.
Acrobatics is a +4, so 14.
14. Yeah, so jumping out out of this window, and even though it has glass panes here, it's actually like shutters. So you jump out through these shutters and land onto the table down below, and not gracefully, but you do make it without tripping or falling, and you hop down onto that main patio area. And Bovag and Azora, you guys come out and see each other, and you guys going downstairs.
Yeah, those are. Valric said Ragnar's outside talking to some cloaked figure, so I'm gonna go see what the fuck that's about.
Bam. Anyway, okay, so cut back to Ragnar. You just explode loudly, 15 feet out in front of him, roughly.
Yeah.
And yeah, cut in there. Anything you want to say, or you just wait till he walks up to you?
Um. Well, I see. You have come to us.
Yes, as I promised. And it seems that you may have attracted some unwanted attention with you back here.
Oh,
And
the attention is wanted.
Well, he kind of looks over his shoulder, and now you can see the figure he was dragging wasn't actually being dragged, and you see a figure kind of like almost hog-tied, arms behind their back, legs up behind, but they are seemingly unconscious and hovering just a few inches off the ground just behind him. And he gestures to that as he says
Who is that?
that. It was a figure I noticed leaving this tavern only moments ago, and seems to have some indication of the cult ties. I'm not exactly sure what they were doing. A few still got away, but they were leaving here just moments ago. And I was at least able to stop one of them from getting away.
You do understand that we don't trust you.
I have given no reason for you not to trust me.
You have given many reasons for us not to trust you.
Well, maybe it's about time we have a discussion. And he starts walking towards the inn. And as he walks forward, this figure behind him starts kind of lurching and hovering just behind him.
Well, go on in. I will wait. And I'll just kind of stand outside and like stare at him as he walks in, and then come in behind him afterwards.
Cool. And as you guys are, Valric, you see this first, obviously. Ragnar talking to this cloaked figure for a moment, and then starts walking towards you with, now as you're starting to see, it is Will, and there's some weird situation behind you. Followed by
Oh,
Ragnar.
Will. What's going on over here?
I was going to wait till morning, but you seem to have unwanted guests here in the night.
What you mean?
So there was multiple figures, seemingly a part of the cult here, leaving this location just a few minutes ago. I was curious, being up, and went to intervene, and I was only able to stop one of them. There was about 4 but seem to get away.
Deception check, please.
Are you like wanting to look to see if he is deceiving you?
Yeah.
Give me an insight check then. If you're
Insight,
looking
yes.
for it in him.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
18.
Nice.
Just a straight 18.
Straight 18.
Yeah. He's It's a little hard to tell because I mean, as much as you could tell, he's being pretty straightforward. There doesn't seem to be any like falter in his voice or anything to give away that he would be lying about this. Best you can tell.
I'm just kind of giving
Now,
them.
would Bovag and Azura have reached the door yet?
Yeah. You guys.
Okay, because I'm
catch
kicking
up
that
on
door out and making a ruckus. Then when I see it's Will, I'm going to pull out the maul. Just have it ready.
And as soon as you do that, Ragnar starts chuckling.
And so Will just keeps walking forward, and after talking to Valric briefly, makes his way inside, and acknowledges you like, oh, "Hello, nice seeing you again." Just
Fuck
kind
you.
of like oddly formal, and goes on inside.
Piece of fucking shit. Hello.
At this point, it's pretty late, but there, with all the ruckus, there is somebody kind of behind the bar. Kind of looks like they may have just woke up, but they're.
Before I go inside, can I check out my shell?
Yeah, actually, just looking over, you see it right where you left it, right next to the post over here.
Yeah, is the guy still watching it like he was supposed to be, or is he falling asleep?
He's actually leaning up against the wall over here. He looks. You watch for a second, and he is awake. He's looking around, kind of like nervously, and just kind of like, hey.
Yeah,
But he just kind of.
you keep an eye on that. Then I'll walk inside.
Don't plan on leaving.
Yeah, you fucking better not.
While Bovag's out there, Azura kind of walks up. She says, Bovag, she kind of whispers, Bovag, we need him to pay us. Please don't kill him.
And then, do we need him?
It depends on whether he tells us the truth.
I'll be making my way over there. Did I overhear this conversation?
Yeah, I mean, you were like right on the patio, and at this point, Will has walked inside. So if you were like, I mean, if you guys are both following Will, like right behind him, then yeah, you're catching up already. You're seeing this. It's not like this patio is like huge or anything. You guys are all pretty in close proximity at this point. And he's made his way inside.
I'll just say to Bovag, he seemed like he was being pretty honest to me.
He's never really given us any reason to kill him. I mean, just trust maybe, but not murder.
No.
I don't
I-
like it.
We're not killing him yet.
Yeah.
Just keep a watchful
He's-
eye.
Oh, I'll watch him.
I would like to follow and wherever the fuck Will went.
Yeah, go ahead. And so you guys walk in, and the bartender's just kind of like, "Oh, what's going on?" Not saying anything, but looking around kind of. But the you look, and Will has. Where are we? Yeah, I don't know where his token is, but I can get that here in a second. but he has actually he's making his way up these steps and going upstairs to this landing upstairs. And you guys follow up after him unless you're wanting to stop for anything.
Yeah,
No.
I wanna go to the bartender and
Sure.
hand him like 3 gold.
Mhm.
And be like, thank you for serving us at this hour, and I would like a drink.
That's a no problem. What can I get you? Any preference?
Vodka.
Come on right up. I'll bring it up to you in just a minute.
No,
Unless you're wanting to take it up.
I'll take it.
Yeah, in just a second, he gets that ready for you. Are you the rest of you following him upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bovag will follow up, but he's going to, when we get to the top, stop right at the top and just stand there. Menacing.
Oh, and that is no problem for Bobak. Bam. You're upstairs. Okay. Sorry, I really should have had Will's stuff ready. But yeah, he makes his way over here to this table.
I
And
guess
there's
I'll stand
another
here.
there's another yeah, so he has a seat right here, and that unconscious dude is kind of just like he sits down right here, and this is like a railing kind of overlooking the area below where the fireplace is. But he has a seat and just kind of has a little sigh as you guys all make your way over and start sitting down too. And he says, well, it seems that this endeavor has been a little bit more than any of us were expecting. I trust you didn't expect intruders in the night.
Who?
Just talking in general to you guys, not like...
Speaking of which, where is that guy that was floating along behind him?
Yeah, he's
Did he
like...
keep floating?
Yeah, he's just right here next to the table. Sorry, I'm bad at the tokens. Oh, actually, I might actually have that one ready. Anyway, but yeah, he's just kind of like on the floor next to the table, just still passed out. As you guys like now can see in the light, this figure is actually covered in like loosely draped kind of dark robes, black, dull gray, and a few little like bands of purple decor. But the big thing that stands out to you is that he is a elf, long, pointed ears, dark, almost solid black eyes, and long white hair, and his skin just very pale. None of you have ever seen an elf like this. Never seen one for sure. If any of you want, you could always make a history check, seeing this individual in the light now.
Oof. Almost.
And this is who?
Sad history.
You're asking, Will?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to upload this real quick. Let me see your results real quick. Oh, damn. Really? Valric, is that 7 your,
Yeah,
history
it
roll?
is.
Okay, gotcha, just making sure. Yeah. Valric, you have no fucking idea. Ragnar, you have no fucking idea. Zora and Bovag, you guys, you definitely have no idea what kind of elf this is. You just know that there is multiple types of elves that have just been spawned from their divergence from the Fae. You know they exist, and you know this one is probably not inherently from this plane. You know, naturally. We'll put it that way. But anyway, it's still just not quite enough to really know what is up with this weird looking elf. Because, you know, wood elves and high elves definitely don't look like pale and like almost like albino almost, but with black eyes. It's very odd and sunken features, but youthful appearance. But that's really all you can glean.
So, Will, you have to admit, this is pretty odd. You come up in the middle of the night dragging this elf, claiming that he was following us. It's a little odd, yes?
It is certainly odd. I'm only here because I told you I'd be here in the morning. We had planned a rendezvous here in Ross, and admittedly, I don't get much sleep and was up early, and I came as soon as I could early in the morning, and admittedly, I've just been biding my time till morning.
You're just so sketchy.
If that's how you want to view this,
Everything you say is suspicious.
well, I have had to live with a level of discretion most people may not have to endure. For some of the same reasons you can imagine Bovag there would.
It's a little hard to be discreet when you're my fucking size.
And that's why I am discreet, because I can be. But, regardless, coincidence aside, if it's a problem, then is that a problem for you? Because as far as I noticed, I was here biding my time, and I noticed these figures leaving here, and I was assuming that they had come to take something from. Well, assuming it's just you all here now. You. Are any of you missing anything? And I guess if you guys want to do your own investigation checks. I guess that was a call to action for you.
What was
That's
it?
the
Investigation?
Yeah, give it an investigation check if you guys want to like actually check yourselves. But
Nat 20.
Ooh-wee.
20.
I'm wearing nothing.
Same. Oof.
Can't steal anything off a naked man.
It's just buried in my fur.
Bobag, everything is exactly where you left it. All of the old food that you've left in your bag and all miscellaneous stuff I'm sure are stuffed in your bag is exactly where you left it. Valric and Ragnar, you guys don't notice anything out of place, but as Zora, at first glance, you can't help but notice the stone that I don't know if you. I don't think you had put it in your inventory, but the stone that was on the pedestal you had mage handed up and put into your bag. It's kind of a cubic foot roughly in size, so now
Hard
that
to
it's
miss.
kind of pointed out, it's it's like, oh,
It's
even with
no,
me,
it,
it's like, oh
yeah,
shit.
it was here. It was here. I know.
What are you missing?
Was here?
The Krista gem that we took from the pedestal back in the place. You know, the place with the thing.
It's the thing, the place.
Bovag's just going to walk over to the unconscious body, pick it up, and just start shaking him.
Give me
shake
lunch money.
Shake
Give me your
whatever.
lunch money.
So, funny enough, like, so as you walk over to him, he's still, like, kind of on the ground, but he is kind of held tightly magically. And you could walk up, but he's kind of affixed in space, just hovering there.
Hey, Will, can I see him for a second?
By see, do you mean kill?
Uh,
Because I would like to ask this individual a few questions, since you don't
well,
know
I want to
them,
see
and,
if he has anything of ours on him. I can't do that if he's stuck over here because you
Did
won't
you
let him go.
search him already?
Yes. Nothing. I haven't taken anything off of him, but he hasn't anything of note. And actually, he kind of lifts his hand, and this figure just kind of like stands upright, but like still unconscious. Um, Ragnar and Azori, you guys know that this is just kind of a advanced telekinesis. He's just essentially using it as kind of a rag doll.
So what you are saying, Will, is that you let the most important ones get away with the stone that we did not know would be a target.
Well, it was a little bit more than I could handle. Yes.
So we brought the stone
And he's going
directly to
to,
them.
as he says this, he kind of like hesitates. He puts his hand up and he kind of like snaps his finger, and his kind of, actually, I don't know if I actually uploaded this picture of him. I know I sent that picture to you guys, but sorry, 1 second. Is this one? Yeah. Let me see if this will look real quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is the Will as you guys have seen him in your past meetings and everything. Kind of a tattered clothing
Sack
and
of
everything.
dicks.
Sure. Yeah, a tattered sack of dicks.
Do I still notice the same kind of glow that I noticed before?
It gets a little bit more easy. So let me pull this one up real quick.
Is this the first time we saw him use magic?
Yeah, it is actually. Now, yeah, actually. I don't think he's even hinted at it technically up until now, but he is, at the moment, with very minimal people around, and he doesn't seem to give a shit, and he is very casual with his magic right now, which is kind of odd. It's advanced magic,
Have
but
Have
it's
I
very
ever
casual
seen
about
this spell before?
Give me an Arcana check. All right.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is there something saving you here?
Lucky,
Yeah.
racial
There
trait.
it is.
Lucky's a racial trait.
Halfling luck?
When you roll a
Yeah.
1
Okay.
on the d20
Okay.
attack, ability, or saving throw, you can reroll. You must use the new one, obviously.
Motherfucking
Ability.
halflings. Yeah, you're right.
Halfling luck.
Hell yeah.
Halfling luck. Let's go.
13.
Let's go.
Much better. I'm sorry. I completely. What the fuck was that roll for?
See if I've seen this spell
Those are
before.
Arcana.
Or like
Arcana.
know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Um,
know if I know what the fuck it is.
Honestly,
really
so
lucky,
you may
I
not
remember
have
that.
seen it, but you have definitely heard of telekinesis, just moving things with your mind. It's just normally it would be a little bit more like the individual would have more of a fight, that they could resist, but this this individual is completely Ragnar, technically ragdoll. You don't know if you don't know if they're, I guess, technically dead. You haven't asked her. Oh well, yeah, he said he wanted to keep them alive. Yeah, so he's just unconscious. But it's telekinesis. Yeah.
But
It's advanced magic. It's kind of odd that he's very casual with it right now.
like kind of what I'm getting at. trying not to be meta anyway. Like, would I even know that this is like a holy shit? This guy's some real shit, or am I just like that's fucking magic right there?
Yes,
I
you
can't
would
do
know
that, can
that
you?
this is a little bit more than like your, because like in Terva, magic is it's kind of a low level magic, but it's starting to kind of be utilized slowly and more seen in the world. But this is something you've heard of for sure, but it's not something that you've seen. It is just more powerful enough that I guess you wouldn't see on the street. Um, if that makes sense.
Yes,
Is that kind of what you're
yes
looking
and no,
for?
yeah. Um, hey, Will,
Sure. Yes.
it's some pretty fancy fingers you got there.
Yes. Oh shit. My bad. I actually got sidetracked for a second. Before we get too far, I'm gonna show off a little fancy art. He's not going this hard on his magic right now, but this he kind of like drops his fingers and his robes shimmer, and he still has the owl mask, but his robes are significantly nicer. Blues with kind of a orangish gold trim, and nicer leather gloves. Obviously, he's not being this extra using all this magic, but so you can visualize what this form looks like. Um, so he's sitting in front of you, kind of a light chain underneath this owl mask, and a nice blue with kind of elegant trimmed coat and a longer cloak and nice leathers. But as he does this, there's definitely like some big gouges and slashes through some of this robe, and there's a kind of one that's kind of dug into the eye spot of the owl mask a little bit. So he looks kind of fucked up right now. He was definitely kind of walking around with a little cover. But his point being that it was a little bit much for him to handle and stop all of them.
Hey,
I got sidetracked, but that's what he's doing.
I'm gonna look over at Azura. Hey, Azura,
Yeah.
have you ever seen anything like that? Can you do that?
Uh, no, I haven't been able to quite master it, but I do know of people being able to do it. Yeah.
I've been lucky to have a good teacher and time to study magic in many forms. And while normally I would be more concerned about discretion, at the moment, it's just us. And honestly, I am a little tired to keep up all the facade. And I am here to answer your questions if you really feel that I have been misleading. Ask away. And he, at this point, is kind of starting to get, like, undo his bag and get kind of some first aid equipment out. But, not working on him, so just kind of getting ready, setting up a little area on this table. But,
What was your...
actually, so, so as you guys kind of sit here for a second, he's like, wait a second. I heard you to do a job. What did you find out? Tell me about your time in the mountains. What have you learned?
It
You said there
fucking
was definitely
sucked.
complications.
There was definitely some dangers there that you failed to warn us about.
I did not know of the dangers that you would face. I assumed there would be. That's why I hired you to do it. It's kind of funny because he is getting a little like short with you. It's not me being an asshole. He's getting a little.
So you're just an asshole.
Now, Bovag, just the man's obviously
What?
tired. All right.
So we had a crystal
Yeah.
for you, but it seems to have walked away.
Hmm. It must have been some significance if they. Hmm. Odd. Is there anything else you may have gotten from this cult in your time down there other than this crystal?
Well, I found these daggers and this ring, and she just like starts pulling stuff out that I found this wand, and
As you say the ring, it's not on your finger.
son of a.
Mm.
Yeah, well, the ring is gone too, apparently.
I do have.
You do have the dagger.
That's that ring. I really wanted to.
I have a painted gold mask and a wild mother idol that I retrieved down there from them.
Hmm.
I still got my mace, right? Or hand axe.
Oh, I have a star sapphire.
You guys were like, "Ooh, look what I got!" Like just piling it on the
Show,
table.
show and tell. We found this and this.
And as you're doing this, Will's definitely like, "What is it?" And kind of just looking over some things. Like as you put out the masks, he's just kind of like, yeah, like, worth something, but not to me."
Oh, and this is delicious candy, and I hand him some of the snail slime. Taste it. It is wondrous.
Make a deception check.
Alright. Oh my god, why is this my life?
As you hand it to him,
We love you, Ragnar.
It's so bad.
I am definitely interested to try it, but maybe after I've had a little time. Let's see. And Azura, you placed out some daggers too, correct?
Yes.
And Valric that hand axe.
And the gold ring with bloodstones.
That gold ring and bloodstone, kind of the same with the masks. He's like, I'm not interested. The hand axe, however, he is definitely like, he's kind of like tapping the metal and like looking at it and analyzing.
That's the
Certainly
the axe that the guy had, right?
Yes, they
What
were
was his
doing the
name?
summoning thing with the
Yeah.
black hole and the death. So much death.
Adrian's.
Oh, that black hole.
Right,
was-
Trey,
that's
Adrian.
crazy.
Yeah, Adrian
It's
Solomon.
terrifying.
I believe his
Horrible
name was
that I-
Adrian Solvins.
How do you remember this? Did the man even say his name?
Oh, he did.
No, he did not. He
Wait,
said
what?
my name is Adrian Solfaing.
Wait, what's going on?
Prepare to die.
No, the leftover
at no point
cultist.
did he.
The
The only person that
no, Edmund told us.
Yes, yeah, actually, and you
Hey,
did find
motherfuckers.
a notebook from the dwarves and one of the cultists. So yeah, you do have like a few names of some individuals, and
but
Adrian was definitely
technically he did never tell us.
Produce a
Oh,
book.
please.
I do not put the journal up on the table. I keep that tucked away.
Ooh, sneaky.
Well, I don't want to disrespect the dwarf. Will doesn't need to know about his death. He didn't care.
So yeah, with that hand axe, he's definitely like, this is certainly some foreign material, very rare. It rumored to come from the stars itself. Very good find here. But I have no use for this. But this is extremely keep a good hold on this.
I'll snag it
We can
back.
keep this certainly. The what else did we say? Those daggers. He points out that they are very specific to the cult, and he has definitely seen them used multiple times over the years by other individuals in the cult. So it just kind of seems like almost like a. Not all of them have it, but a good fucking chunk.
So at this point, has anybody like fully told him the story of what happened to us in the mountain?
No, because the last time you guys had communicated, well, you first communicated in the temple, and that was like kind of going over, like kind of questioning him more than anything, than updating him, because you guys were more confused about that door. And I think you communicated one more time, and it was about just meeting up in Ross because you guys had done the deed. But you guys haven't given him any actual information. So he's like, actually, like, ooh, like, tell me, what did you see? Like, what did you find? Like, I did not make it anywhere near close enough to find
So,
anything in there but caves.
so there was this ritual room, right? And they were all in this formation, right? And they were doing the hoopla. And then there was this giant black. I'm doing like the Michael Pena version.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and don't
So there
forget
was this guy.
the man was sacrificed with the stabbed with the. Is he stabbed?
It seems like they were like, yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
That's a good question. I don't remember that part actually. I know one of the dwarves was for sure sacrificed,
He was
and
pushed in.
I think they tried. I think he was pushed in. I think Adrian kicked him like right as you guys came in. He's like, fuck it. He kicked him, and like two others almost got pushed in, but you guys successfully saved them. So I think only one got pushed in, and actually, point of order, as you're kind of trying to recall that, you're like, they're like, you guys are almost debating on if there was even a dwarf sacrificed at all. You're honestly having a hard time remembering that individual.
Like they was about to sacrifice him, and we jumped in, and I'm not sure if they did or not.
Can we roll to see if we can
Yeah.
like clear up our confusion?
Yes, let me. Sorry, I actually have quick. I forget where I put it. I really like having Google Drive because it helps me organize until I find this. I buried it in.
Try not to.
Sorry. Oh my goodness. Of course, now I can't find this anywhere. There it is. Okay, 1 second. Alrighty, so go ahead and give me an intelligence saving throw. And you, but instead of the +1 you have for this, you actually have a -1. Circumstantial. So, just give me a roll at -1. That's about it. You're honestly at that debating stage of like, no, we stopped. No, we didn't. We stopped him from sacrificing them. But they're like, no, I think there was. And you genuinely are like having a hard time remembering if they did sacrifice a dwarf. Kind of odd. You normally don't blank like this, but you can't
But
remember.
but there were other dwarves who survived. They would know for sure. Certainly, they would have.
clearly remember the other dwarves. That's you're like, yeah, definitely.
How many of the other dwarfs were there, though? Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter, but they would know. If you could find them, they would be able to tell you if a dwarf was sacrificed or not. Uh, Though, this is strange.
I think they oh yeah, they didn't leave right when you guys did, but they or did they? I don't even fucking remember now. I don't think they left when you guys did. I think they hung back.
No, they came with us to Ross.
I'll trust you. That would make sense.
Yeah, they came with us because they had
enough
nothing.
I think there was 4 dwarves left. Let me pull this up. There is 3 dwarves left. There's 3 dwarves in Ustak. I mean, Ustak's passed on, but yeah, there was 3 dwarves.
Ustak's dead as fuck.
Yeah, he's on the other side.
He got
But yeah,
wrecked by
there
the
was 3
chickens.
dwarves who came with you guys to Ross. You drank with them briefly with the Vikings also, but they eventually split off and you're sure found some lodging somewhere. But yeah, you guys are debating about that one possibly sacrificed dwarf for a hot. You, the players, know that there was one, but the PCs, they are not quite sure.
So the other dwarves are in the tavern right now?
They're not in the tavern, but you're assuming they're in town. You guys rented the only rooms in this tavern or inn. So it's literally just you guys on this top floor. Bovag paid for you guys nicely.
I bought the tavern.
Oh yeah, you literally basically bought out the tavern.
Now, the hardest part was actually getting to where the cultists were.
Getting through the cave network.
You could say that there was this huge cube of gel.
Very, very uncomfortable to be inside.
Azor shudders just.
Downed us. Well, downed isn't the right word in the game, but nearly killed us.
Down,
it nearly
and
killed
you got
us.
Up again.
I'd say
over and over and over.
Bovak basically died 3 times.
I couldn't set it on fire.
Oh, you set it on fire, alright.
Yes, but it didn't hurt it.
And then there were all these
flaming cube. Interesting.
There were these taloned hooked things that were everywhere.
Oh, they shot up out of the water from the ceiling?
They were rocks.
Did
They
you
pulled
see
you
the
underwater.
snail?
Oh, and the giant... Well, the snails were not so bad.
Yeah, and you guys didn't want to fight them.
I am and kind of acknowledging that little piece of snail gunk. It's like this is quite interesting, actually. It does seem to have some sort of magical or almost anti-magical property. This is quite interesting, actually.
Yes, you should eat it.
So
Just to see what happens.
that's why we're a little bitter about this whole
Science.
thing. You just told us that they were cultists.
But there
And
was much more.
We went in there, there was much more than that. Much more.
I sent you in after the cultists. I made no promises of what to expect going in.
The point is, we almost died several times.
And
As
you
For
were
it may.
wondering
information
why
for
I-
you.
Certainly, and that's why you inquired why I was paying so handsomely for such an easy job. And
Which
it seems it was
insinuates
worth the
that
money.
you knew.
Indeed.
I knew it would be risky, sure, but I did not know what you would expect in there. The whole
So-
reason is because I was not able to make it.
So let us be professional about this. You put us in danger, we nearly died. We want hazard pay.
As mercenaries, isn't your whole job hazard?
No, not to this level. We fought. Cultists are one thing. Black holes, different thing. Giant cubes of death.
Will.
He's gonna say like, what? A black
Hold
black
on.
hole? What do
Hold
you,
on. You shut up now. You listen first. I fought in a war,
as many
and
did,
it
of us
was less dangerous than that fucking cave.
One of you, Bobag or Ragnar, make a persuasion check.
Not me.
Okay, yeah, I got this.
Then, you make the persuasion check, writing off of him, kind of looming over your shoulder.
Try again.
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
Oh my god.
Almost highest roll of the game.
He sits for a moment. And, certainly it was a risky job, but at the end of the day, you are all splitting 4,500 gold, and all the treasures that you have pulled in front of me is yours to keep, unless there is any other specific artifacts of this cult that you may have discovered, and any other information that you have.
What was the name of the being or the thing that they were trying to summon?
Nope, we got nothing. Pay us. Let's go.
Well, I am paying you for the information.
Yeah, pay us, and we'll give you the information.
And he will, without saying anything else, just reach kind of in his side satchel and kind of just quickly just do some quick math, and throws 2 bags onto the tabletop and says, that is 2,200 up front right now, and the rest after you give me the information you were simply seeking, which I'm assuming you had. What did you learn in your time there? What did you see?
Well, we had artifacts, but like we said, they were stolen.
Which is something you are apparently witness to.
So,
Well,
as
witness to
far
them
as
fleeing.
that goes, you're out of luck there. We can tell you what we saw.
Which I think we mostly have at this point. They were trying to do something, possibly sacrifice, possibly not. And there was this dark magic that tried to swallow us.
It was just
Like
a
a
big.
dark magic that, like a cloud of, like, just like a darkness.
It was like a great circle that came down out of the sky and swallowed you up.
I've seen darkness created by magic, and this was something else. This felt alive, almost.
And where did it come from? How did they? Where did this darkness come from? It just apparated?
No, they did something. What did they do?
They're doing their ritual. I don't know the steps to their ritual, but they summoned this. It came out of the crystal thing that they took.
Yeah, so there was this portal of darkness, and then there was this cube. Once we got done killing everything, we took the cube off the pedestal, and then the gate closed.
And as you're like describing this, he just kind of like leans forward and he's just listening very intently. You at the mention of this portal and like the how it's working, you have him wrapped. Tell me more.
Now, out of game, did we actually
Sure.
get told that it was Nethos?
Yeah, so they definitely were very preachy. You heard kind of, coming in on it. They were, yeah, super about like, oh, we're gonna bring Nethos, and
Okay.
again,
And we did question
just to
the one.
refresh your guys' memory, if you need it, I know it's been a while since we played, but long story short, they were preaching about wanting to bring everything into Nethos, bring it all back into a balance that they're wanting to join everything with the one, the Nethos, and uh, kind of, and that this portal that they had opened was kind of their first real step at like finding a way to connect there, if that makes sense. So I know like there was a whole lot going on and everything, but yeah, essentially they're just wanting to find a way to either get to Nethos, bring Nethos through. You're not exactly sure. They're looking for a connection.
Okay.
I tell
So
Will
as
all
you're
of that.
mentioning this portal and kind of piecing this together, yeah. Sorry, I was kind of holding back because I didn't know how much you guys wanted to RP telling him and how much you just personally could remember.
I
Just
liked
don't
it.
remember.
I remember it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, but if breaking all this down, kind of what you guys had walked in
Wait,
on.
so
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to mention the Nethos thing to him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
tell him,
They were trying to bring back this thing called Nethos. I don't know what that is.
and I just kind of want to see his reaction to it.
He when you say it, he just kind of like does a little nod, like he's familiar with the name. And as you say that, I don't know what that is. He just interjects. Nethos is what this cult views as their deity, more or less, a god of darkness, of nothingness, of the void itself. Um, they've been extremely secretive, and as I mentioned before, me and my colleagues have been tracking them for the last few years. Very dispersed and spread out organization, and as such, is hard to track. And it's taken a long time for us to find. And once they had finally slowed down long enough to be searching for this temple, is when we finally started learning a little bit more about them. So they've been around for decades, plenty of decades, but they're very, very good at keeping unnoticed.
Judging by the looks of it, they were very close.
This is definitely the closest I've heard of them harnessing this magic that they've been studying. We refer to some of this magic as null magic, and just the absence. Whereas some magic is a force exploding out, this null is absorbing and destroying. And this is a magic that they harness from, or tried to harness from Nethos himself. How extensive they've. This is definitely the most I've heard they've ever been able to do. It's far beyond what I've heard.
And why exactly are you guys so into this cult?
Well,
Are you trying to prevent it? Are you just find it interesting?
well, certainly prevent if they're getting close to anything. This is the closest we've ever known them to be to any of their goals. As over the last few years, we've just been trying to keep an eye on them and see what they've been doing, and information is scarce to come by on them, but we've been trying to learn.
So is this like your job? You keep tabs on people that are up to no good? Like, clue me in here.
So actually, so I probably should have done this sooner, but Balric, Bobag, and Azora, give me a history check. I should have done this when you guys first met Will, but we'll kind of backtrack a little bit.
Nice roll.
14.
Right.
Oh,
14. Balric, you would know, being more from this area, and and you and Bovag's travels of the Caravan Peninsula, but in there's been kind of local, man, what's the fucking terms? It's like not fairy tales, but I don't know, stories that
Legends?
are
Folk
told.
tales?
Legends. Yeah, we can say legends. Local legends of people, of these just kind of local protectors. Just kind of come and go. They don't really interact a whole lot, but they have been known to wear these animal masks. Just a few of them, and kind of through this area. It's and this could be more like you guys kind of picked this up after the fact, or as you guys have been making your way back into town. But in Ross, they um it seems like they kind of are fond of these animal masked individuals. There's multiple, as you've kind of heard. Azora, you've picked up a little bit of this too. Valric, you know a little bit more just from the area and knowing this locals and talking to people
that would
over
have
the last
been
day or so.
a little nice to know.
Yeah, my bad. I should have told you
So
that sooner.
they're fondly
I'm
looked upon.
I'm going to backtrack and say that you found this out in the afternoon since you've been back in Ross. Kind of, you've been drinking, you talked to some of the people in the area, and you're like, oh, shit, wait, you know that, like, owl mask dude?
And they're labeled as like protectors.
Yeah, I mean, not like to everybody. It's not, but there's a few people like, hey, oh yeah, they saved me once on the side of the road. Like I was being attacked by bandits, and this animal mask, person came. Just like random little stories of individuals coming into contact with animal masked individuals, and just a story here and there. Like nothing like, oh my god, these. That's why I was trying to find the right term. It's kind of local legend, but just a few stories that you found out over the last day or so.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely should have told you that soon. So sorry. But yeah.
Fuck it.
Wait a minute. Will, I think I've heard about you guys. Now that I'm not drunk as much anymore.
Sleepy dog.
Yeah, I remember,
Wait, you're not drunk?
and not much anymore. I remember my mum telling me these stories about the animal people. I didn't realize there was animal masks. You guys do good around the town.
We try. Lately we've been more focused on trying to track this cult as of late, but try to do an odd service here and there. But at the moment we're definitely, they seem to be ramping up, and we've been trying to focus more on them, and we need a little extra help. So that's why we hired you.
Now it all makes sense.
But yeah, I don't know what we were saying before we got into that, but do you guys have any other questions for Will immediately?
So, Will, How many owl mask people are there?
There, me and my colleagues, there is 5 of us. We, go ahead.
And so presumably you're all very powerful, such as you are, with the fancy
Uh, it,
magic.
it varies. Admittedly, I'm a little bit more, adept at the magical arts, but our mentor had a little bit more hands-on approach with me than the others, but we all have our, um, skill
Oh,
sets.
so you're not worth like 50 men.
Certainly not, if only, a handful of them still managed to rough me up tonight.
Ah, well, then you should pay us and we should go.
Okay. And is there any other information or that you had gotten and any I don't know. I guess he's not like really prying. He's just kind of just clarifying. Like, and is there anything else you can tell me about your time in this temple in the caves
I mean,
of this cult and their intentions? Ultimately, we do want to stop whatever they're building up towards, and any
Hey,
information.
Maverick.
Yeah? What's up?
Hey, do you remember when we were leaving the temple and that stuff we saw outside the door, like statues or whatever, and the symbol on the door?
It was a sun symbol, I believe, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
can I roll to remember that?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I feel like that's oddly specific. I don't know.
Let's just give me a general history check.
Because I think it was dark, like where that door was, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was like a single torch.
And I don't remember
you
if
may
we.
not have been paying much attention.
I don't remember if we really pointed it out or anything.
No, you didn't pay too much attention to it specifically. Azora, I think you did, but
Boveg, I don't think so, man. There's a a symbol?
Man, you must still be tired. All right. When we were leaving, we discovered that this temple of theirs was apparently sealed by somebody else.
sealed by somebody else. And do you recall who did seal this temple up?
It was a sun-shaped symbol on the door. There were some statues guarding it too. They seemed pretty likely to be angry if we opened the door.
And well, you guys, I think you came out that door.
No, we busted a hole next to it.
Yeah, that's right. You guys came back around.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Big brain.
Mm-hmm. And as you mentioned the sun symbol, he says, well, my go-to thought would be Pelor, and there's well, we know this cult's religion is definitely ancient or old, certainly. Not sure exactly how far it goes back, but that's certainly interesting. That would insinuate that at some point the either the followers of Pelor or possibly even the Pelor himself could have gotten involved with this cult. Who knows how long? This is interesting. I may have to go back in. Did you manage to clear all the
Clear
dangers through the temple?
Clear the trash mobs.
I mean, we cleared what we ran into.
We may have left some poisonous, all-consuming cubes behind for you to visit. Don't
There
throw
was
fire
things
at
that
them.
like fell from the ceiling. I don't know how many of those there are, but I mean, we killed the ones that we could find.
Well, I certainly might have to go back in and investigate this temple then. This is extremely interesting if another religion had even had contact with it so far back.
I think the biggest thing would probably be getting back that cube. Because it was pretty important.
Seem to be for sure.
Certainly important enough for them to
Oh,
come all
oh,
this way and take them tonight.
Should we? Maybe we should go out and maybe see which way they went. See if there's a trail to follow.
But that does not help us get.
well, you know there's the guy right there.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
guess we
very
could just
true.
ask him.
Ooh, I like asking him questions.
Before we get into this interrogation that I'm assuming is coming, let's take a break real quick.
Yes.
I mean, their food's ready,
Cool,
so
cool.
uh,
I already braked it.
And we're back. So you guys are talking about everything with this cult with Will here, and finally acknowledge, oh yeah, there's this fucking passed out dude. I guess we could talk to him. But yeah, what do you guys want to do now? We'll just pick straight up.
Hey, Will.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's what I'm going to need you to do. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to need you to release whatever mumbo jumbo you got on this here fella, and that way I can sit him down in this here chair. We can tie him up and we can ask him a few questions. I'm sure you've got some like Jedi mind trick shit that you can do.
I might have a trick or sleeve that might help.
I
Or
have
a
a
trick or
couple
two up
tricks
my
too,
sleeve.
but they're a bit messier.
I don't doubt that. Let me check that. 1 second. So yeah, he's still unconscious, but he goes ahead and drops the magical hold he has
Right.
on this man, and he just kind of flops to the floor. And he says, "Just be careful. They are definitely more dangerous than they seem."
I
Boveg
want to.
just picks him up like a doll, puts him in the chair, and starts wrapping 50 foot of chain around him.
I just want to kind of look him over to see what kind of condition he's in.
Give me a just give me a investigation check, actually.
Could I do medicine?
Yeah, if you're just wanting to specifically look for his health. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, doctors
This
or
figure is they have definitely seen better days. They are kind of more like beat up and a little like there's a few like seared slashes like on the arms up top and just a few facial bruises, but overall like nothing horrible.
So he's not like near dying or anything.
No, definitely.
Okay.
Will
Okay.
seem to have restraint here.
Cool.
But yeah, they're okay. Just unconscious currently.
So,
Yeah, so you got him chained to this chair, still unconscious currently.
so it seems to me, Will, that perhaps you should ask him the questions. I mean, we don't really know exactly what you need to know. We'll just act as backup.
Right.
So Boveg's just going to pull out one of his daggers and just gently cut down the arm of the guy just to wake him up. Just
Yeah.
enough to as soon as he wakes up, he'll stop. He'll put the dagger away.
Okay. Yeah, and so you start doing that, and at first Will is kind of like hesitant and going to stop you, but he lets you, and like very quickly, this creature's eyes just jolt open, and like his
Good
head just
morning.
shoots straight to you and just stares daggers into you, for you, whatever.
Put my massive hands on his shoulders and squeeze really hard.
Mhm.
Now, our friend over here, he has some questions for you. And you're going to answer them real nice. 'Cause if you don't, I'm going to rip your arms off.
Can I cast? Can I cast prestidigitation to kind of like darken the room at Bovag's last sentence? Dim
Sure.
the firelight.
Bovag, make a intimidation check with advantage.
Can I use it with my strength since I am squeezing on his shoulders?
Do you
Real hard?
think- Mhm.
So yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey.
When you're getting physical, you can use strength.
All right. Now, would it? I'm assuming not with the proficiency bonus, though, right? Just.
You're not proficient in. Well, it would be strength.
I mean, I am proficient in intimidation, but with charisma. But like,
Yeah.
it's a
If you
iffy.
are, I will give you that. You're just kind of getting a little boost because you're getting physical
Okay.
by using strength. But yeah, you can use your
Cool.
proficiency since you have intimidation.
19 plus 6, 25.
Their gruff exterior holds for a minute, and they're just staring through you, and you just, after like a few, like 20, 30 seconds of them just unflinching, just staring at you, you just see kind of a break, and they start to kind of like cave and, you know, grunting in pain. Definitely looking a little bit more panicked, but still not saying anything.
Well, he's all yours, and I'm just going to stand there right behind him the whole time while Will asks him the questions. When I did chain him, I chained his hands like in a really awkward, like one arm behind his back, one in front of him, so he can't like try to do some mysterious hand symbols or anything like that.
Gotcha. To specifically separate his hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and as soon as I see him, like, if fingers start wiggling, I'm gonna break him.
One moment. Right. Cool. So, Balric, you're blocking the window, standing in front, and you're just kind of teeing him up for a will, correct, Bobag?
Yeah, so I'm going to be standing behind the chair. I'm assuming Will's still in his chair right here, and I'm just going to stand here behind him, imposingly.
Gotcha. So he's going to. I guess this is going to be weird to interrogate myself, but he's going to essentially like start. He's going to be very polite at first, just kind of a hardcore, kind of fitting that good cop role, but kind of starting vague and getting very specific. You know, why were you here? This elf is just really like not budging, not really trying to give much, and he is kind of giving just vague answers to any of Will's questions, and trying to mention stuff about the like you don't know what powers you tamper with, and you like we have your scent now. He will find a way to in any shadows or find you in any shadows you hide away in, and like just starting to like say all this cryptic shit and like sideways, like trying to sidestep all of Will's questions, and he's trying to be polite and well tempered, and this dude is just kind of not biting on that one. So that's like for the next like 5-10 minutes. Depends on how long you guys want this to go on for, but like 5 minutes in, and he's just like not budging.
Will, have you ever interrogated a person in your entire life?
Maybe once or twice.
Nah, I do not believe it. You, elf, where did you take the things you stole from us? Where were they going?
To take back to the one, as we will bring all into the one.
Are there other places like the cave that we destroyed?
There are many scattered all across this world.
And so you are taking the things to another one of them.
There's plenty more that we can find.
So the closest one then? Which is where?
You'd love to know.
I would. And I'm gonna go ahead and like have cast shocking grasp and touch him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay. Give him a good zap.
Yep. 1d8. Sorry I'm so slow every time I roll. 28 plus 7.
No worries.
Wait, did I do that right? Or is it 1d8 plus 4?
Well, 1d8 plus 4 instead of 7.
I'm not sure. My spell attack is plus 7. I forget how to play.
Is that plus 7 to hit or plus 7 for the damage?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. I was wrong. It is plus 4. Thought that was high. Okay, so 10 damage.
And you did shocking grasp, right?
Yeah.
That says it's actually 2d8. It's plus 7 to hit, so you roll the d20 plus 7. And oh well, yeah. I mean, he's not going anywhere. Yeah, you fucking hit. So you just roll the 2d8.
Yeah, because I'm at 5th level, huh? Or past 5th level.
There you go.
Okay.
10 damage.
Nice.
And that little smirk he gives as he's giving you like side answers and everything just fades as he's like, it just basically getting tased. He's just like convulsing, chained to this chair, and those Johnny's just, you'll get nothing from me.
I am the gentle one. Well, the second most gentle one. Although, I have seen
Thank you.
Azura. Yes, you don't want to mess with her god. I think you should talk. You're afraid of betraying your master, yes?
I will never betray my master.
Okay, well, we are a threat, so tell us where to go so that your friends can kill us.
Oh, they will find you. They do not need me to find you. He knows where you are.
But we want to go to him. Would you deny a pilgrim?
Yeah. Would you deny what?
A pilgrim. Surely, if we wish to die at the hands of his servants in battle, then are we not pilgrims?
You'll die by his hand when he's ready for it.
Ah, you deign to know when he is and is not ready?
Right
What
now.
hubris?
Can I speed this up a little bit?
Indeed, Bovak. I will sit down now.
All right, here, Mr. Elfman. Do you like your arms?
He spits on you.
I have a healing potion, so he can take them off, and I'll just heal you.
He spits on me?
He spits at you.
Okay. I'm going to take out one of my daggers and stab him in the shoulder, right around where the ball of the shoulder would be. I'm just
Roll
going
for
to
attack.
stick it nice and deep in there. Okay.
With advantage.
Okay.
Not very mobile right now.
I'm going to say 25 probably hits.
Yeah, definitely hits.
I'm not raging yet.
Go ahead and
Just 4 damage. I'm
And,
gonna sink it in, and I'm just gonna twist, cutting through
And-
a lot of the tendons in that area.
and as you do, he like grunts and like he's stifling a scream, and he just as you like finish that twist, and you just kind of like look at it down at him with a smirk. He's through panting. He looks up and like smirks, and he is going to disappear from your sight right in front of you. But and the chains drop. And at this same time, but from behind you, Valric, the shutters shatter inward, and you're hit with a. Well, actually, I'm sorry. You make a dexterity saving throw first, as you hear this splintering wood behind you. Yes, a dexterity saving throw.
He just disappeared. He didn't. Did he cast a spell or just poof gone?
It is a reaction to this creature.
So while my hands are on him, he's gone?
Yes.
Is my hands okay?
Oh, yeah. It doesn't, like, hurt you. What you feel is there is still something there. There's the pressure that you feel surrounding the knife as his form disappears.
So he's just
But
invisible.
you felt it, and then it went loose. Like he was there, like invisible for a second, and then gone. Oh, you certainly. You definitely made it with that anyway. You hear the sound of like metal chains, coming from the window behind you. Just a quick instant, just as the wood shutters come crashing in, and you get. Oh, sorry. Let me do this. Three damage. I guess I should pick this music up a little bit.
So
And
when
you said
he
they're shattering
disappeared,
in, so they're coming. It's coming from the outside in.
Yes, the wood is splintering towards all of you from the outside in. Yep. And everybody, roll for initiative.
Can we take the Will off the screen, BT Dubs, please?
Oh shit! Yeah, my bad. And actually, I need to get his minion here.
So for initiative. Kyle, we should have a advantage on initiative, right? Hey, let's go.
Okay.
Fucking goddamn it. God damn. What the
I was
fuck?
going last.
Fucking double 6.
So sorry. Come on, you damn thing. Okay. Here's one. And let me get him. Okay. Ragnar, what did you get? Yeah, I guess I can literally just see what you got. You got 22, Valric, Bovag, a 7,
Yep.
and a Zora 10. And oh, it doesn't have him on here. Damn. Fuck it, I'll just do it on here. Normally, I like keeping the initiative a little bit more secret, but I don't care. Oof.
I think they're coming back, boys.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Got all of them. And now I'm just throwing these fucking things in here real quick. I should have had this one ready, but... Okay, there's that. And now I can throw them all in here real quick. Don't mind the giant will. Fucking massive.
Yeah, but is he as big as Bovang?
Okay, he's there. And then I just have this other one. Oh yeah, but you guys don't know where he is. So, let's start this. Valric, it is your turn. So yeah, you kind of just dipped, just like kind of ducked down, just enough to get just a few splinters of the wood behind you as this chain, like spiked chain, came through and is reeled back through the window. Yeah, so just there is actually kind of like a little ledge kind of there, like a overhang more or less, and there is one of these elf dudes standing there with reeling this chain, not like a walkway, just like a small like yeah, exactly.
Let's go!
You can glance by. Yeah, you don't see anything in a quick glance. Yeah, yeah. It's a kind of average window. You have room to move. Yeah, you can see past him. Okay. All right. There isn't a whole lot of room, so you'll kind of be like sharing the space, but you can do that no problem with him. Yep. Go ahead and make an attack. I believe so. Let me read that real quick. Let me go on here. Okay, there it is. I mean, oh yeah, because I think we said that it does cost the whole action to do the ghost water dive. Yeah, definitely. Sure. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you had the 13.
13 misses. You
Well, it's a
pop
15.
up 15. Sorry.
Yeah.
15 just hits. Sorry. 15 just hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. Yeah, definitely. No, yeah, you're fine, man. No rush.
I have a really fun plan. I hope it works.
Fun
Dude,
plans
I've
are
been
the best
sitting on
plans.
these enemies, like, in this encounter for, like, months now. Pulling it up right now. Yeah, no. Because it's essentially two. You're choosing one or the other to do the blue shift or the red shift, and you're essentially because one should be before the roll and one should be after the roll, and that's essentially how they're phrasing it. You're. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says you can choose to use your movement, so you don't have to move.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I misunderstood. Yeah, you don't have to move.
Yeah, you just need to pick which one you're wanting to do.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Damn. Yes. Yes, I believe so. Yeah. Yes, so 10 damage. Damn, and he lost his reactions. Yeah. All right. Anything else on your turn? Alrighty, so that takes us to his turn. And boy, he's ready. He's going to... Let's see. That's not doing right. Never mind. Okay, so he's going to make a multi-attack against you with the spiked chains. He actually is too, like kind of whirling around in both hands, and is going to attack. Kind of, yeah. Except it's not electrified. So first one. Damn it! This little die window keeps closing for me. There we go. First attack. I'm gonna assume an 8 misses. Second attack. Another 8. And the third multi. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think he hits any of those. Oh yeah, you're the only one like dead at. Well, I mean, yeah. He was making those attacks against you, and all three, I'm assuming, are miss. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then he's going to use his bonus action to. Frustrated that he could not get a hit on you, he is going to. Nope, wait, nope, never mind. It's got to be in darkness. He is actually going to just scoot a little bit this way. Yeah. You can go ahead and make your attack roll. He's going to shift away from you. Yeah. That's a hand X. You can definitely use that on your attack, on your opportunity.
And that's both Valric and Azura, right?
No, Azora, they're technically through that wall.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry. There's like that brief opening of this window. Yeah, I kind of fucked up because there's not this landing, but essentially this landing is as big as this right. Or, doesn't help. There is a overhang that is just like a shingled roof overhang right here that you guys are walking on, Valric. Sorry for the
Gotcha.
confusion. And then there's the wall here and wall here, and then just the brief opening of the window. Yeah, sorry about that one. It's a little confusing because it didn't come through on the map. But yeah, so he's going to take that step away from you, and let's see. Reckless. When you make it's the first attack on your turn. Damn. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Did you have the 2 free rage?
Shoot. 13 total damage. Here. Alrighty. And that is the end of his turn. And alright. So now from behind this corner over here, another one of these bad boys comes sprinting around the corner and makes a beeline for Bobag. And only makes it right here.
Oh no.
Damn. Just out of reach.
Oh no, make my day, bitch.
What? Let's see. I can do that. Yeah, damn. that backfired on him because he can't quite reach you, and even with that long ass chain. So yeah, he's kind of boned for the moment. That's all he can do. Ragnar, you're up.
Okay. Okay, so there's more. Oh, so there are more than just one of you. Hello. There's no window pane anymore between me and the guy on the landing, right?
No, because it was just essentially shutters, and he smashed through that attacking Bower.
Okay. So, I want to throw my iron bands of Billaroo at him.
Mm-hmm.
18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so he's now restrained until I say Billaroo and release him. He can use a DC 20 strength check to break out. And then I want to approach this creature and shove a whole bunch of flail snail slime down his throat, like an entire pound of flail snail.
Oh my goodness.
Can I do that as a bonus action?
Six,
I don't
that's
know
fine.
if you could. I don't know if you could shove a whole bag of crystallized flail snail. Yeah, I don't know if you could do that in a whole bonus.
That's fair. That's fair.
Secret
How much?
funnel.
How much flail snail slime can I fit?
Well, it's definitely like chipped up crystal too, so it's not like slime.
So this is gonna be a little more involved. That's fine. I'll just
Yeah. It's like eat all this gravel, essentially.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just like walk over to him and grab hold of him. I guess since he's caught in this.
Fairly restrained, yeah. I always imagine like the Iron Man's kind of like in Doctor Strange where Caecilius gets all bound up. But yeah, so he gets tangled up in these iron bands and is just like kind of prone on the ground. Yeah. Oh yeah, let me mark him on here. That'll make this a little easier. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Is this clearly the guy who spit on Bovag?
No.
Okay.
This is a different guy altogether.
And then I'll just kind of tickle his nose.
You
And-
bastard. Just
Well,
Yeah, roll for damage.
psychological damage.
I think that's a con save.
Boop.
For some reason I can't reach his fucking. Hold on, let me do this way, I guess. There he is. Restrained. Okay, that brings us to Azora. You're up. So at this moment, when things are like picking up and you feel that adrenaline pick up, you do kind of feel that you I don't know, like you don't feel as magically empowered, even though you have the benefits of a long rest. Something's off. What would you want to do on your turn?
She's just gonna look at this guy here and just try to Eldritch Blast. The good old reliable.
The old razzle dazzle. Go ahead and roll for it.
I gotta look up because I can't remember what my bonus is.
It's a +7 to hit. 23 does hit.
Does a 23 hit?
I think a 23 does hit. Yeah, so you launch your 2 beams of Eldritch Blast at him, and definitely hit him, but you notice that these normally vibrant light, or beams of like crackling light that you exert almost, they almost are like flickering. They're not as strong as they used to be, and you can definitely feel something is not quite sitting right. And instead of rolling your normal damage on this, you are going to roll 2d8s instead of 2d10s.
2d8s.
Mm-hmm. This is the little surprise kick in the balls I was warning you about. Yeah, 11 damage. Right.
Well, that's
Oh.
that's weird. Ragnar, are you seeing this?
And I'm
Zora,
sorry,
what-
which one were you going for? The one on the left or on the right?
Yeah, this guy over here.
Okay, just making sure. I thought so. Cool.
What is happening with your magic, Zora?
I don't know. It's
Uh,
flashing.
That's not normal.
Anything
It-
else on your turn, Azura?
No, I think not.
Alrighty, Bowbag, you are up.
All right. Well, I know this is going to be crazy, but I think I would like to rage as a bonus action.
What?
And now,
What?
at
You?
level 7, or whatever level we are now, as part of my bonus action, when I enter a rage, I can move half my movement without using any of my actual movement. So I'm going to just scurry on over here. And I'm going to boop this feller on the nose. We are going
Boogaloo
to
Snoot.
recklessly attack. Great Weapon Master, of course.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
16.
A 16 certainly hits.
Okay. So, let's see. Okay. Let's roll damage here. 2d6 plus 17. 28 damage on the first strike.
Jesus. That's certainly some damage.
And then I'm going to attack again.
Oof.
Once again, Reckless Great Weapon Master. 18.
18 hits.
And we'll roll some damage here. 25 points of damage on that one.
Jesus Christ. Can I not have one villain? Come on.
No. No, you may not.
Alright. Anything else for you?
I would like to, if possible, when I swing, push him against this wall here. You know, if possible. If not, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
Just like as
I
a
won't say
momentum,
you-
bringing
yeah,
the
yeah. I
hammer
won't
through.
say you like pinned him or he's restrained or anything, but
Oh yeah, I
you
just want him to be right
definitely
there.
like smashed him into the wall. Yeah, you can move him 5 feet. That's no biggie. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna just shift myself right here, stay within his range, and I'm gonna call that a turn.
Right. That brings us to your good old buddy. Now you can see what he did. Because at the start of his turn, his invisibility wears off. He comes back to our lair, the lair of the living. And so he starts here, and he is going to. Damn. Alright, what he's gonna do is. Touch. Sorry, fucking spells, man. He's gonna cast Bane on 3, unless this is. Hold on. You may not be able to reach that. Nope, never mind. Take that back. Actually, instead of casting, since he's close to you, he is going to take his 2 multi-attacks against you, Bovak, and take a stab at you with a Shadow Spear.
Okay. Does he have to
First
move
hit.
within melee?
Yes, yeah, oh yeah, he's technically not in melee.
Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah, there we go. Move 1 over.
Oh yeah,
now he can
hits.
reach you.
He hits. He does have advantage because I attacked with reckless.
Reckless Abandon.
So 19 on the first
Yeah,
one.
19 on the first, and for the second, gets an opportunity, or you get an opportunity attack against him. Let me go ahead and roll his damage for these.
Well, he has advantage. Roll the second one.
On both of them? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Only on the
it's
first attack.
anybody until my next turn. So yeah, 25. 25
Gotcha.
hits.
I misunderstood. Damn. Okay, so. So that is 8 piercing damage.
Reduced to 4?
Do what?
Reduced to 4, because I'm raging.
Yes. For the piercing. And. Oh, I'm sorry. That needs to be and 4 for the second piercing damage. And then you also take necrotic.
That tickles.
And 9 necrotic damage on top.
Alright. You know,
Alright.
now I really am ripping your fucking arms off.
And that is the end of his turn. Which brings us to his other buddy. Who is going to pop in, Misty stepping right here. Right up onto Will, and is going to cast Chilled Touch on him. Oh shit. I thought it was a touch. It's actually a fucking ranged attack. Never mind. I should probably read these fucking spells.
It's deceptive like that. It's not a cold damage either.
Sorry. There it is. He's going to cast Vampiric Touch on Will. Okay. There it is. Okay, so Vampiric Touch, 14, which is not quite enough to hit Will, so go through. That is it for that dummy. Valric, it is your turn. Loop back around. Mm-hmm. You have advantage because he is wrapped up in the iron bands. Exactly. Sorry, my fucking headphones came out for a second. That was all fucked up. Now roll 20 doesn't know what to do with anything. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now I don't hear anything.
We haven't said anything. Hello? Trey?
Sorry, guys. Didn't expect that to just like ruin everything for a second. So now I can't hear anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you don't have to move again. It says can. Hmm? Right. Right. If you were to move, the ability takes place after you've moved. Trey? Mm-hmm.
Is he still like leaned over there? Is he okay?
He's trying to fix something.
Uh,
At this point, I think his video might be froze. Maybe? I don't know.
To be fair, my video of him has been frozen like 90% of the time.
Oh, shit.